So it's finals time here at the Whakatane Touch Tournament of 2009. And we come down to two teams in the restricted men's division, featuring New Era from Tairawhiti up against Adup, who are Whakatane based. Adup in the black, and they have first possession of the football. Rules here from G-Man Edmonds. Of course, we're still on the 25-minute game time, but we're down into drop-off mode now in the finals.
Yeah, if it's down to a draw at the end of the 25 minutes, it'll go to a straight drop-off. There'll be a toss at halfway, and then the winning team will have the ball, and then they go from there.
Te Kauhoi Wano, of course, plenty of spirit here in the Adup team. They are the hosts of the tournament, and they want to win it.
Ai, kua ki te roto I te haka katahi anō nei ka mutu, hei tohu timatanga, ko whakatakotoria e rātau ko te wero, no reira ka kite mehe me ka taia e New Era te Tairawhiti te whai utu.
With the ball now, New Era, as I say, from Tairawhiti, representing the Coasties, and they'll be looking for a win as well. Koro Kirekere with the ball now, he's in strip number 3. Gets the ball onto Jeremy Ferris, that's him in one. Turnover of possession, and Adup take the ball there, now 12 metres away from the halfway line.
Yeah, even though there's no New Zealand representatives in these two teams because of the restricted grade, the intensity and the ferocity of the touch will be no different from one men's open game anyway. Just look for each team to try and dominate field possession, and look to score easy touchdowns on tired defenders.
Clayton Kiwara in number 10, that's him with the ball now. Has a little goose step, turns it back on the inside, finds Kere. Touch is made effectively. 5 out from the line. No score here in the final of the restricted men's division here at Whakatane as the ball comes across to Kiwara once again. That's him with the ball. Shows it, plants it down for Ferris, who comes to the dummy half. He too, with some rather ambitious footwork, which was negated as the defenders come in from touch, the little inside ball. Goes for the put down to Kere, but the referee says no touchdown. 0-0 it remains.
Yeah, and a big kia ora to our referees, Taiperea Hippie, Puia Williams and Maya Williams also. TK, how's it going down there?
Oh, ka rongo I te umere o ngā kai tautoko o Adup. I te mea no rātou te kāinga nei. Good to hear the support that Adup are getting on the sideline here. They're surrounded by not only whānau and friends, but Whakatane as a whole have come out to watch them, and they'll be hoping for a victory in the final.
Raven Luke with some hot step in there. Tēnā koe Te Kauhoi. Turnover now. Back it comes now to New Era. Far side of the field. A little double around. Settlers. This is play number 2 on the set. Through the hands now through Brad Tuday. Tuday gets it on to 10. Clayton Kiwara. Tuday once again. Apologies. That's Pōmare Samipo. Out of dummy half. Tuday. Tap on there. Caleb West, good thinking, just didn't quite work out for Caleb. Turnover now, and Adup. The local boys have it on the far side of the field through John Whakatane.
Yeah, it was a good defensive set from Adup. They managed to keep the opposition, only gave them around about probably 35 metres, which is a really good defensive set. No repeats, no penalties, no turnovers. So, you know, they've isolated New Era back onto their line, and they're looking to have probably a 5th and final scoop here. Look for 10 to go in and drop, or play the ball, and 11 will go.
Quick ball out to 10, Ahure Tunikana. Far side now, New Era. 12 through Denny Williams. Gibbs plants through the inside. Samipo, that's him with the ball in hand right now. Great hands, open run to the line. Closes quickly, the door shuts tight.
Shut tight.
Me pēnei mai te auatanga o tēnei ke me ko orite te mana o ngā kapa. Ka pēra I te me ko eke raua ki roto I te whiringa tō tēnei whakataetai. Very, very even game. Both teams are completing their sets of 6 and very, very little space being given defensively.
Yeah, they're well matched, these two teams. They come into the game, New Era from Tairawhiti. Won against Breakthrough 12-0, if you please. Then had a win against 2 Sharp 7-1 and against Menace 4-2. In the semis, they beat Tato by 2-1. That brings the East Coasters into the final today. And Adup are in on the far side.
It was a good completion to the end of set of 6 with just a scoop through on the 5th and final option by Machu Tiamo. Here we go here, in and out of dummy half, show and go, just using his gas, using on the outside, and the mirror wasn't a very good one here. Left the man free, easy touchdown there for Machu Tiamo.
1-0 scoreline, Adup, the locals and no doubt the crowd favourites.
Ai, I rungo au I te umere o ngā kai tautoko o te haukāinga o Erapi Koneina. Very, very happy with the start, the first try of this final.
Samepo plays it down to Kere Kere, who whips it across to Gary Nepe. Nepe keeps it hot as well and gets it out to Whakatane Touch. If I'm pronouncing that right, add up 1-0. Touch made. Number 4's in there. This is Brad Tulay. He's in possession. Works it across to Whakatane
Clemis. Yeah, give a big rap there to number 7, Gary Nepe. When I played for the New Zealand Open men's team way back in 1993. Gary was a part of that team, so he'll be pushing 30, 34, 35. It's good to see you again, Gaz.
Yeah, indeed. Well, that's what it's about here in the restricted men's. Of course, a lot of the young players, they've got the skills, but well, they've got the enthusiasm, and they need to refine their skills. That's where age can help. There's no substitute for experience. Out of dummy half goes Raymond Luke.
E tau koia te tei mea miharo rawa atu ki au, they seem to be very mature considering it's the final and that they're so young. They're both playing very tight, very little mistakes.
It's been a good game so far, and I think this is what we can expect during the finals. If you've just picked up on our coverage here this afternoon, you're watching action from the Whakatane Touch tournament of 2009, played in early January, and of course the 23rd annual tournament. And it is the premier club touch tournament in the country. In possession now, New Era, down by 1 on the scoreboard here in this final. The dive for the line is well executed by Clayton Kiwara. Referee says the touch was made. Hang on, he's just consulting with the touch judge.
Six
touch
touches.
made. 6 touches. Now 2 add-ups formed coming into the final. They won against the Barbars 6-0. They beat the Texicans 4-2. They lost against the Gans Air Force. And then in the semis, got up over the Quickies by 6-1. So great to see them in the final. They're up by 1 at the moment. Some fancy stepping there by the number 14 as well. That's Raymond Luke. It's him in possession now. 15's Amal Wilbur. Speculator, wide, and picks up Terence Onikawa. Hata Wilbur will turn the ball over now, and it will be New Era's turn in possession. 1-0 the scoreline. Touch made. About 20 metres out from their own line. Fields, as you've become aware, 70 long, 50 wide.
Full pass. Even though the play goes on, but probably 1-2 touches prior or after the fact, the referee will always go back to the infringement, which was a forward pass out of the ruck, and you'll generally see that by the referee running in the opposite direction of the direction of the play. So that was a penalty for a forward pass at the ruck, and now add up, have good field position and position.
This is Ahude Tanikawa with the ball. Sturt's played a strong role in there. This is Murray Sturt in number 12, and there's the open line. Add up are in for number 2. 2-0 in the final. Well, the whānau from home here in Whakatane will be pretty pleased with their form thus far.
Yeah, they lost their numbers here. The Seaside after the team lost their numbers, and it was an easy walkthrough, and again it's all just coming from quickies.
E me hoki atu ki tērā hapa, te maka whakamua, te paoro I tērā nukuhanga, te Tairawhiti come back to that mistake around about halfway, the forward pass that led to that try.
Well, Murray Sturt's got to get a bit of credit too from the add-up squad. He has been the deliverer of the successful pass twice now. An assist that might be called in basketball. Little dive for the line there, comes up short. Kere Kere will be forced to go back 5 metres out from the line. 2-0, add up. Running from the right to left in the black strip, up against New Era in the blue, as the number 1 cuts through, but the referee says the touch was made.
Yeah, no, this defensive policy or structure that ADUP have is really quite impressive. I think they probably would have gone well in the open men's grade, not just the restricted.
Tautoko ki tērā ahua, that's one big difference with them defensively on their line. They're way better than Tairawhiti.
Nice play here by ADUP. The ball just didn't quite stick for Sam Hemmerport. Turnover of possession is now with New Era. Taken through Caleb West. West sends it up through the middle. And 14 on the run is Logan Kere. Now Jeremy Ferris. Kere works it on the far side to West. Caleb West, that is. Back on the inside. And again, it's Logan with the ball. Keeps it hot on the Whakatane Touch. Plays the ball back to the number 8. Roha Tairawhiti.
Just lack of communication then. New Era looking like they're a little bit tired, a little bit jaded. Out are playing on enthusiasm by playing in front by being 2-0 lead.
They just lack any clues really on the 5-metre line. They're just failing to deal with the defensive patterns of Add Up.
Yeah, it can happen when you're progressing through a tournament, when you have a couple of easy results and so on, and it puts you in a false sense of security that your attack is working well, and you come up against a class team, and all of a sudden it's not clicking. And that's the beauty of playing in a tournament. You've got to win every game to win it. No second chances if you lose a game, so to speak. It did work out for Add Up in round robin, but they probably look the far better side at the moment.
They are indeed. Firecraft Chemist is causing problems, but just unable to make that breakthrough that he's hoping for. Fed on there by Kere. Far side of the field, picks up Summerfall. Turnover, Add Up with the ball once again. This is Murray Muda Sturt in 12. That's him with the ball now. He's done some really good work at dummy half. Gets a nice ball out there, and the pass could have stuck. They were a chance out wide with the local boys. Number 8 was looking dangerous, looming up on the ball, Luke Morris. But still, they retain possession. 5 short of the halfway.
Yeah, it was a good defensive read there by Hutta Wellborn there to come in from the New Era to shut down that pass. If it got on the outside of him, probably would have been a try, no doubt about it.
Mudu Sturt doing some good work in number 12. Through the middle we come. This is 15. It's Amal Wilbur. Back it comes on to Luke. And now Graham Ty turns it back on the inside. Luke Morris will play the ball back to Sturt. First receiver is Ty. Now Luke. Ty with the goose step. Oh, bamboozles even his own himself. Back on the inside. Excuse me for that one.
He had created some space for himself too, but tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, as it turned out. It's like you're on the dance floor. New Era. They need to get on the board here, G-Man.
Yeah, New Era needs to score next to stay alive in this game. I don't think they're not capable of doing it. They've just got to back themselves. And here we go here. The good individual run, pass. Oh, it's unlucky, but that's the desperation that New Era have to show to get back in this game. They have to score next. To try and win a game from 3 behind is almost impossible to touch, especially when you're only playing 25 minutes one way.
Double goose.
Tino, ko te tahi o ngā mea ki rungi te papara kōrua, ko te kaha o ngā pā, and they're very strong touches. Must be right on the borderline there, Grant.
Yeah, no, you can do two-handed touches without, so long as it doesn't have the intent of doing a pushover or anything like that. You can use 2 hands, but it must be with a bent elbow. If it straightens up, it shows intent that you intend to push him over, which referees will judge on a case-by-case basis, TK.
I didn't realise you'd read every word in the rule book.
Wow, so how many years are we talking about? 16 years of experience playing and coaching. But as a coach, you're always trying to manipulate the rules as it is.
Of course you do. 5 from the line now. 2-0 up, Add Up. The local team here from Whakatane, and a very popular finalist in this, the culmination of the round robin play. And you're watching the final of the restricted men's division. Whakatane Touch 09. New Era from Tairawhiti in the blue. Running from your left to right. Add Up. 2 up on the board. Another penalty will go to the Coasties. Tap and go, number 9 with the ball. It's Carl Gilmore-Clark.
Yeah, I think New Era coming back into the game, Dale. They've had a lot more position. They've had a lot more, good defence down their own end on their line. And Add Up are starting to get a little bit, flustered in terms of what to do there themselves.
There's an intercept. Touch is made. Play on, says the ref. Plenty of black jerseys. Good lay down. Here's the drop. Coming in for a scoop, referee. Will come in.
Forward
pass.
Forward pass out of the right.
me tūpato add up mo inei momo hapa, kia hua ki te kuaha mo te huariri o te Tairawhiti. They're just giving them a few opportunities, mistakes they weren't making earlier on in the game.
Logan Kerekere plays the ball back now to Clayton Kiwara, and there's the gap, but the tap is made. Touch from Terence Onikoa. Sticking fat. And good defence so far in the game by the team from Ngāti
Good pressure by Add Up to get up in their face and make New Era and make a decision that they're probably not used to.
Dean
Good
Williams
pass.
with a speculator wide and picks up Caleb West, who picks up one for New Era. Tairawhiti on the board. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that was good speed on the outside to get outside his man and then draw the winger in, which he probably didn't need to come. Probably should have stayed out wider, mark his man, go into a mirror situation. Here we go, we get an out ball which puts his man on the outside of his marker. The winger came in, should have stayed out. It was a soft touchdown, but it doesn't mean anything unless New Era can hold them out for a set of 6 straight after the touchdown.
Rudy Sturt doing well in strip number 12 and 6. Sam Himmelpaul sees some good cutting and angled running here at the moment. Number 14's Raymond Luke with the ball. This man in possession is Ahure. Ole Kana.
Ko paku tūwhera te kuaha mo te Tairawhiti mo New Era. Nā no nei kua hapa anō rā Era.
Raymond Luke looking to pick up Sturt. There's some wheels on now for New Era.
New Era have weathered the storm, I believe. I think now it's up to Add Up not to sit back on their lead and think, oh yeah, we're leading by 1 now where we were by 2. New Era to have the impetus and probably have the momentum to go forward. If they score off this next one, they'll be hard to beat.
There was the opportunity that they sought, weren't able to capitalise on, as Samipo puts it down and Add Up and get the ball on the far side of the field. This is Whakatane Touch 2009, and you got the action right here on Māori television. Hope you're enjoying all of what you see, the skills being displayed, the whakawhanaungatanga that's evident within each of the squads. But a lot of credit must go to George Rogers, the kaumatu of the touch scene here in the Eastern Bay, for his ongoing support of this tournament, which is the premier club tournament in the country. There's the wide ball, a beautiful ball. Referee says, no go, Joe. Forward pass.
E tepe me te whāngai ki roto I te nukuhanga kotahi nei. A pass and a step all at one time, but a little bit forward.
The New Era need to bounce back and take, not worry about that opportunity that we're missing. They need to get back up the other end, turn the ball over, and then defend hard like your life depended on it. Get the ball back inside their territory to give yourself an opportunity to crack the line again.
It's all about possession. Can't get touchdowns without the pill.
That's right. Without the sheepskin, the pigskin, as some other people like to call it.
Yeah, well, it's like most ball sports. It's all about possession. And so you can't just give it away willy-nilly. Once you've got it, as you say, you've got to stick fat, hold on to it tight like a girlfriend. Through the middle we come now, 15 with the ball. This is, you just pick them up, I'm a wall ball. This is brother Wata. Touch. Or Hata, excuse me. Touch made. Score remains 2-1.
Yeah, Add Up aren't showing any signs of panicking or, worrying about the opposition. They're just playing their set 6, getting up the other end. A New Era have to play from behind on the scoreboard, and that's what we call catch-up. It's always harder to play touch when you're playing catch-up, but they're doing it well. Nice pass.
It's a great pass.
Is he fast enough?
No, he's not. And those girls who have gone in front of the ropes would have asked not to, nearly copped it, hurdled the wahine. Hey, good run from Roha Dalton Reedy. This has been a play into the end zone, looking for a pickup. Here's the runner, and that's the finish. Oh, superb. Clayton Kiwara is there, the recipient. 2-2 is the scoreline in the final.
And again, it's just coming down to position and field position. And at the end of the day, those are the two factors that are going to win games. And here we have just a number 11 thing. He was onside, made the touch. Referee said no play on advantage. Looking for the free runner, and good patience shown in the end goal there by number 6, Wycraft Kimus. Sorry if I get your name wrong. That's what it's on the paper here. And there he is there. That was a good setup and a well-deserved try. Now it's down to 2-2. They need to hold them back.
Ai, ko rere kei te wairu o te kemu, ko tai timu, ko tai pari, Kua hua wahangunga kai tautoko o Erapi tēnei wā, quieting down the home crowd a little bit with that try. And now they've livened themselves up a bit.
Great finish there for Add Up. That takes them out to 3-2. Superb finish.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake on New Era. They didn't defend that set of 6 straight after their touchdown. So after drawing, it's important that we make sure that we keep the opposition out if you want to move forward in this grade.
Well, it's a bit like a fighter in the boxing ring. Will get a good punch in and then stand back on his haunches and admire his work. It happens all the time in sport, and that's when you're most vulnerable, when you've just scored a touchdown in touch or a try in rugby or rugby league. It's when you're most vulnerable.
Exactly, yeah.
And I just explained in Māori how the tide had changed. I was a bit premature in that comment because the tide has changed again back to the home team.
I just noticed that Add Up again a little bit, getting caught up in the rubbish, that New Era, with the hard touches and the physicality of the game. And they don't need to, they're in front. They just got to play out their sets of 6, get the ball up the other end of the field and get New Era to play catch up. Tika tonu tērā I te mea, te ahua nei, wetahi o ngā pā ahua pērā ki te rutu. There's a few tackle-like touches going down at the moment.
Yeah, it's nothing too heavy, but hey, the intensity lifts. This is finals, and you're looking for an advantage. They're all strong young men. I don't think a little push and shove is going to hurt too many. I know it's not in the rules, but it's sort of to be expected in finals. Touch, 14th Raymond Luke. They're up by 1. New Era will be looking for the turnover. That's a good ball on the inside, but in the end, couldn't quite make what he wanted. This is Carl Gremmel Clark. Now, New Era into space. Kuro Kenekere. Kuro Kenekere with the ball, gets it wide, but the big fella won't have the wheels on the far side. Pumare Samepo is hunted down and eventually claimed from behind. So, New Era close to the line. As you can see, a bit of a Mexican standoff at the moment. Forward with the ball is Clayton Kiwara, looking for the cut. Gets the ball out the back to Kere Kere. Still back 5. Defence sticking solid. 12 and in possession is Dean Williams. Williams working with Samepo. Wide ball, looking for touch.
Good touch.
Good touch made. 3-2 the scoreline here in the final of the men's restricted at Whakatane Touch 09. Firecraft canvas once again.
Ka tika tino kaha tērā ārai. No reiro ko whai pāinga noa Add Up ko te haukāinga nei. Ko tā rātau i nānei ko te pupuri I te pauru. No doubt that they'll be looking to hold out the ball for this set of 6.
Shuffling across and picking up Terran Sunikawa on the far side of the field. Sending back to one of the most impressive of the game for me anyway, Muri Sturt. He's done some good work. Raymond Luke now gets it back to Sturt. Luke again. Dummy Haas, Graham, Ty, Luke, Wheels, Plant, Ty,
good touch.
Touched.
Yeah, no, the defender there got back and planted his feet behind the goal line to make himself onside and also eliminate the eye contact, which tends to happen when dummies are thrown, and there was a good defensive play there by Pomari Sampion.
Far side of the field, pushing the way forward, this time through Mai Gibbs. 14 with the ball is Logan Kere Kere. Back through the middle they come. This is Gary Nepe. Nepe lays it on and the scoop ineffectual. Brad Chude leaves it behind. Add Up. Holding on at 3-2.
Yeah, I te kōkiri whakamua New Era I taua wā. They were building a little bit of momentum, but spoilt by that mistake by Brad Chude.
Matu Tiamo with some good inroads through the middle in strip number 1. He'll be coming to the bench now, far side of the field, and in receipt is Kakala Ravratema. A no-look pass and flick on from Mahude Monikawa. Lays it on for Ty. Back to Hemmelpaw. Hemmelpaw now with the scoop. That's him. He's got it. Bullet pass. Back it comes to Jamo.
Yeah,
That's a Wilbur. Turnover. New Era. Again, with some work to do. They need to really concentrate to make the meterage they need to mount an attack close to the line. Far side of the field.
He just gone.
And that's the end of it. And it is the locals who win in the final of the men's restricted. A terrific game, two evenly matched opponents, but in the end there can be one winner. And there was today. Add up from Whakatane, winners in the restricted men's division over New Era from Tairawhiti. They win the game 3-2.
Yeah, now well done and congratulations to Add Up. An intense game of touch there.